Well guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So the time has come to bring you some more news on ZTE. So it is a Wednesday morning and it is time to tell you that ZTE basically has to pay $1.something billion just to operate at the capacity they were at before. Now you might say $1.something billion, 1.6 or something like that. You might say, wow, that's a hefty fine. Well, you'd be right. That is a hefty fine. And you know, it came down to, ZTE had shared some information or sold some products to Iran or something. I don't know. I've read the article a million times, but that's the past. The fact is they did something and, they decided to really put the hammer down on ZTE. And, I guess this is the part of the game. No one will ever really know what laws they broke. But one thing's for sure is that fine is hefty. And so I remember stating a while back, why don't they just make ZTE pay a fine like they do all the other OEMs? Well, here it is. It's a pretty big fine, but I'm sure that ZTE is balling like that because they should be able to pay this fine and jump right back out there into the flow of things. When you hear these big numbers like this for these companies, you think, wow, it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of money, but for some of these companies, it's not a lot of money. But meaning, they may have to pay 1.8 billion, 1.6 billion, but they still have billions of dollars left. But it still hurts a little bit. So ZTE, don't do it again. Get back to this game so you can start bringing us these smartphones that we love, well, that some of us love, and get back out there and get your flow going. So with that being said, ZTE is officially back in the game once they write that check. And hopefully they'll write that check soon, because it's been kind of weird not seeing the news about ZTE phones and things like that, and not having anything that I really wanted to report, because I'm an avid supporter of ZTE. They support me and I support them. Mutual agreement, that's all it is. We both like each other, I guess. I hope they like me. Anyway, LG. LG has decided to drop the LG Q Stylus. Now, looking over the specs, they're kind of doing one of those. Let me just say this directly. If it was going to be a Snapdragon 800 series, they would put that out there first, and they would be pumping this thing up everywhere. But the big mistake that LG is making is not pumping this phone up everywhere. Even though it doesn't have probably a Snapdragon 845, still need to push this. I mean, the phone has a 6.2-inch display. And when they put the specs out there, they just kind of give the bare bones. That's how you know it's not probably going to be considered a flagship phone. But that title right there, I've learned, doesn't mean jack when it comes to a lot of phones. So I think LG needs to show a little bit more consistency, because they kind of just slept on the Stylus line, the Stylo, whatever it is, the pen. They could take that and compete with Samsung in so many ways, because nobody's messing with the Galaxy Note 8. Nobody's messing with this phone right now, and nobody's messing with Samsung when it comes to just sheer productivity type, being known for productivity. I can imagine if HTC was to get into, this is the HTC U12, I can imagine if they were to get into that arena, whoa. I mean, no, it's like everybody's afraid to challenge Samsung when it comes to that area of production and make something similar. And LG is the only one that comes close in the US, but it doesn't seem like they're willing to just take that extra step. Maybe they think it's not going to sell or something. I don't know. But I can tell you that this new stylus, Q Stylus or whatever it's going to be called, it looks really nice. I'm pretty impressed with the way it looks. The specs, I'm kind of indifferent about it at this point, because once I started to see 3 gig or 4 gig, that let me know it's probably going to have a Snapdragon 600 or less. Could possibly have the new Snapdragon 710. I don't know. But I doubt it. LG's going to keep this a pocket-friendly phone. It's been known from the beginning to be somewhat pocket-friendly, and I think that's probably what they're going to try to do, is stay right there. So I wanted to bring you a little bit of news. I don't do Monday smartphone news anymore, but every now and then it's time to give you some kind of news, and I think this is definitely warranted. ZTE, I hope that you hope and pray you get back on your feet where you were. Not that you really fell off. You just there's been no ZTE news because of all that bad press. But some press is better than no press. So that's something to take note of. Anyway, it's your man Jay Will. What do you think about ZTE's fine, 1-point-something billion dollars, and the LG Stylus? Should they elevate it up to quote-unquote flagship territory? Let me know in the comments. It's your man Jay Will. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.